Okay, this is part of lesson 11, and you'll want sequence 01 effects open, and we're going to be adjusting dialogue audio using the essential sound panel. So you have two clips here, and if you play the first one, this is basically a voiceover or someone announcing, and you play your second one, this one is music. So one of the first things you want to do is assign the type of clip that these are using your essential sound panel. And this is kind of a go-to easy way that will apply effects to the audio that most likely will be beneficial to that type of audio file. So as you see, this first one I have highlighted down here. I'm going to click dialogue because I know that's a dialogue one. Once you click it, you get a variety of different effects here. You have dynamics, EQ, enhanced speech, reverb, and some of these are ones that I had talked about over here in our audio effects panel. But this here was a quick way of giving us the ones that we probably need, and you can choose one or more of these to actually make changes inside of this edit area. As you can see, it says edit, so if I wanted to do something with dynamic, I can click that on, and when I clicked it on, notice the tool appeared or effect appeared up here in the effects control panel. So you can go in here and make additional adjustments beyond what you can do over here. So both will give you, this is kind of the default of what it analyzed on its own. So like if you move this, you'd probably want to reanalyze, and then you can come up here and do edit if you need to as you play more with these tools. If you're not real familiar with these tools, YouTube can be your friend. You can Google specific tools and they can give you a more in-depth look at these beyond what we're going to be covering today. So I will turn on a second one, EQ, and now we have two here. And if you want to turn any of these off, you just uncheck them and then they are gone from here. So that's ways that you can adjust them. And notice, we have 3, 4, 5 different options here. So there's a lot of stuff that goes with the dialogue. And if you're thinking about clips and editing and everything, usually dialogue is the most raw or unadjusted clip that you're dealing with as far as audio files go. A lot of time when you get a piece of music, it's already been scored, so it already has set levels for the parts that are supposed to be a little bit louder, parts that are supposed to be a little bit softer. Also the same with special effects. That stuff's all composed ahead of time, where somebody would have been watching the video, and if a glass window had to be broke, that sound would already be customized to the timing of the window being broke and also the level that it needed to be. So you may have to do a very little bit of adjustments on those. So when I pick this next clip here and tell you it's a music clip, you can now see we have the option of ducking and clip volume. So not nearly as many options as we had when we were on the one that we said was dialogue. So that's why you won't see as many tools with essential sound when you get into music or effects and so on, because usually your dialogue is the one that needs the most adjustments. Okay, one other thing that you can do with essential sounds, so you get a bunch of dialogue clips of the same actor talking and they have the same problems, like an air conditioner running or something else that's always seeming to happen in those clips, and you have a whole series of clips that you're going to want to use that setup for. So you go ahead and make your adjustments, EQ or reverb or whatever else you need. Once you have them all adjusted, we have this little button up here, and this here allows us to save something as a preset. And that's basically going to let you, when you click it, it will give you a naming option. You can name it whatever you like. So you could name it the actor's name or actor AC fix or whatever. And this would be a quick way to reapply stuff that you've already made adjustments to in the future. So you can save something called a preset. Other things you can do as you click on preset here, you can see there's already existing ones that come with Adobe Premiere. There's background, Wally Walla, balanced female voice, balanced male voice. So some of these are going to be ones that will get you to a good spot, and you can pick them and the numbers would change based on those presets. The other neat thing about presets, they aren't like the end all be all. They are, they could be your end and you just drop it on and that's good enough, or they could be a starting point. So you know that you're trying to do something with From Radio. You drop this one on. Notice my numbers all changed. But there's some more that I still need to do, maybe with dynamics or amount of old radio. Maybe I don't want it to be so much. I can pull it back. So you can still make additional adjustments. The presets aren't completely locked. You can think of them as, a half painted canvas, and you can do more with them. So that's basically what we're doing with the 01 effects sequence. We were just checking out how to name, identify what type of file you want to pick an essential sound and how these turn on.